The numbers that actually matter, right? Views, favorites, and sales. Hey guys, this is Dave here, and I'm sitting down at a platea here in Greece. All the videos won't be like this. You know, a lot of my videos are over the shoulder. But for this video, I thought I'd jump on and kind of speak. Sorry, there's someone going around on a motorbike there. I thought I'd sit down and speak to you personally. And yeah, I'm just kind of sitting here having a Freddo espresso. It's sunny and windy. It's actually windy here today, so I wasn't down at the beach. So it's a perfect day just to get on here and speak to you guys. And as usual, I don't really script anything. I just kind of get on the camera and speak and just go for it. So if you have any questions, as always, type them below or reach out to me and reach out to the community, because we're all in this together and everyone is here to help each other. So I want to kind of paint you a picture, right? Because you've launched an Etsy store, right? So let's just say we're skipping ahead a little bit. You have a store, you've spent days on it, your designs are up, your listings are up, and you're live, and you know you're buzzing, you're all excited. And what do, right? You open it up, you open your computer and you refresh and you refresh and you refresh, and minutes later there's no sales, zero, and you refresh and it's zero. And about a week of that goes by, and a little voice starts whispering to you, maybe this doesn't work, you know, maybe this isn't for me, or maybe I'm not good at this. And you see, that's BS. That's the BS voice, and I want to eliminate that voice right now. I want to kill it, because here's the truth, right? The sales number is the last thing to move. And if that's the only metric you're watching, right, you'll quit, right? You'll quit long before you even give this a chance. So today I'm going to show you the only 3 numbers you actually need when you're starting out, and how each one of them tells you a story, right? It tells you what to fix. So when you open your Etsy store, right, and you hit a wall of numbers, visits, views, conversion rates, revenue, favorites, search terms, it's a lot, right? There's tons to look at. And when you're brand new, you know, most of it's just noise. It doesn't matter, because you don't have enough data for any of it to actually mean anything. So forget it all. When you're starting out, there's 3 numbers, and only 3 that matter, and that's views, favorites, and sales. And it's in that order. And you know, these aren't random stats. These are a chain, a funnel, right? Someone has to see your product before they can like it. It's the first step in the funnel. Then they have to like it before they buy it. Second step in the funnel. Then the favorites, then the sales. So get that into your head, because I'm about to run into the most useful diagnostic tool that you own, and like period. But first, right, I'm going to get straight with you about the time frames and the expectations, because most people will quit before they see success. And you're probably not going to make a sale on day 1, guys. You're probably not going to make a sale on day 2 or day 3. Etsy's own data says the average new seller takes about a month, right, a month to get that first sale. And most people, right, they'll quit after a few weeks. You know, and for some people it can even take 2 or 3 months to make a sale, and that's just the way it is, and it's completely normal. It's not failing, it's the machine, right? It's the Etsy machine warming up and getting used to your niche, getting used to your content, your creations. So here's what's happening right behind the scenes. And when you're new, right, see, Etsy doesn't show products to you yet. It takes weeks, right, if you're new on there, and sometimes it even takes a month or 2. So what Etsy's doing is it's testing your listings on different people. Like, it's showing them to a group of like 300 people, and then it's showing them to another group of 300 people, and it's collecting data. And as you keep on putting t-shirts out there and designs out there, it's learning your niche, and it's figuring out what your store is all about, what you're all about. So set your expectations right now, okay, for the first sale. Think weeks or a couple of months. Steady, regular sales. This is going to happen after months, right? A few months of showing up consistently, and that's the game. And if that sounds long, right, stay with me, because you know the next bit is what keeps you saying through it all, right? The numbers. Here's a number metric, and this is where you can get excited. This is where you can track, right? Views answers 1 question, right? Are people finding me? That's it, right? It's the top of your funnel. Before anyone can do anything, they can buy or like or anything, you gotta have the views. But when you're new, your views are going to be low, and that's to be expected, guys. You know, Etsy's still figuring out who to show it to. It doesn't give you your brand new listens a little bump or anything like that, but it's all a test, right? It shows your listens to a small group, like I said, 300, and it sees what happens. So if your views are basically flat or even single digits for a couple of weeks, that's not a design problem, it's a discovery problem. Nobody's finding you, and there are fixes. Like your titles, your SEO, which we cover, and I'll be going through all that. I mean, we have this whole SEO section in Piratos to help you with that. You know, it's exactly what Piratos is designed to do and take off your plate. Fix your titles, fix your keywords, so you're not sat there guessing. But the point of today is simple, right? Low views means the problem is at the top and it's getting seen. That's it. And number two, the favorites, right? A favorite is when someone sees your product and they tap the little heart next to it, kind of like Facebook, right? I love favorites because it's every single you can get. It means two things just happened. They found you and they liked it, right? They liked it enough to come back and give it a little heart, right? They mightn't have spent money, but they liked what they see. So watch the gap between views and favorites, right? If you're getting decent views but almost no favorites, that's telling you something specific. Like they're finding you, your SEO is good, but your product isn't landing with the right audience. And you know, that's always usually, right, your main photo. So you just got to fix your thumbnails. It kind of tells you, it gives you clues. You're like a little Sherlock Holmes, knowing exactly what to fix. So that's the favorites. And number three, right, being the sales, right, the ultimate diagnostic. And you know, this is the one that everyone stares at all the time. But here's the thing, right? By the time you understand views and favorites, sales almost explains itself, right? If people are favoriting but not buying and they like it, but something's stopping them at checkout, it's a conversion problem. Usually the price, or you know, it's got no relevance, or there's no trust to your account, or your description, your shipping terms, something like that, right? Because you know you're getting the views, you know they like your designs. So when you put it all together, right, and this whole lesson is just one move, right? You're stop staring at the numbers themselves and read the gaps, right? Don't the numbers, forget it, right? Just look at the gaps, right? No views, nobody's finding you. Fix discovery, SEO, tags, listens, right? Views but no favorites. They found you, they scroll past, you know, fix and you know, fix your thumbnails, fix your designs, and then favorites but no sales. They love it, but they won't buy. What's going on, right? You got to fix the conversion, the price, the trust, the reviews, or the description, and that's it. You know, that's the diagnostic. So instead of looking at zero and feeling hopeless, you look at it and see where the change breaks. That's it, right? So now back to that slow start, because you know, this is why I made you learn views and the favorites now. The views and favorites move sales, right? Before sales do. That's it. The views move before the sales do, right? Weeks before, usually weeks. So when your sales number is sitting at zero, right, your views, it can be climbing, and your favorites can be trickling up there as well. Like not as high as the views obviously, but it can be trickling up to match the scale of the views. And those little green shoots, you know, they're telling you it's working, right? So that's your proof that the machine is warming up. It's all good. You can start to relax. You know everything is working. And look, you know, I'm not preaching at you from the top of the mountain here. I've got a store that I was playing with a little bit, and you know, I see the same thing as well. So this is what I've seen myself, and this is what I've seen in masterminds, what I've seen in groups. This is what I've been told by 7-figure sellers. You know, it's not just me. This is just the way it is, guys, and this is just something you really need to get used to. So here's your mindset for the whole challenge, right? Watch your views, watch your favorites, and let the sales be the result, right? Not the thing that you obsess over. If you can get that mindset, it'll set you up for the rest of your print-on-demand career with Etsy. So in the next lesson, we're going to start to work, you know, choosing the niche of your store and the actual data, not just off a hunch, right, but actual data. And that's where the whole thing gets fun. I'll see you on the next lesson.